Okay guys, we're back here again at IJM and today we're checking out a new development called Anthea. Let's go. Now the first thing I noticed about this development is that the frontage over here is very wide. This is 24 by 80, meaning to say if you want to park up to 2 cars with the covered shade, no problem. 4 cars on a tandem basis, I think you should be fine as well. Now before you enter the premise, you can see over here you have a little bit of a area for you to actually put your refuse chamber. Okay, so it's there for rubbish, and this is actually where your DB box is going to be situated on lah. Not your DB box, but your TMB meter is going to be at. And guys, because we are buying a lot of things online nowadays, right? So this developer also understood that assignment by incorporating it in the landed properties itself. Just imagine I have a very nice area for the mails to come in this direction. So mails goes over here, and this is where your parcel or maybe your Grab food can come. Put them over here. How convenient and how thoughtful. Very nicely designed. Now one thing when you come into this particular new development is a new typology. As you can see, we have 2 entryways, one on the left, one on the right. Now this one is supposedly to be the main entryway to get into your unit, but I want to show you the special one. Haha. Come with me. This is actually somewhat of your yard area. So that's the reason why you see there's going to be a washing machine area and a little bit of this aluminium railings, right? Just to kind of give it a different facade design. And also, if I stand over here, I'm a little bit not so visible to the outside lah. This is actually supposed to kind of like act a little bit like a decoy kind of thing lah, right? And when we enter the unit from this yard area, it brings you to the kitchen. This is very interesting, no? Because typically in the typology of houses, the kitchen area is always going to situate on the back side. This is a new one. They put it up front because of one particular reason, which I'm going to show you in a short bit. Now you can see this kitchen area obviously is already ID treated lah. As all sales room, all sales gallery is going to be the same. So one thing you notice about newer development nowadays is that they always come with a room that is actually on the ground floor itself. Because nowadays, Malaysia, aging population, we definitely need a space for our elderly folks lah. For example, my grandparents are also on wheelchairs, so it's very convenient for them to stay downstairs. And look at this is ample amount of space. I think this is very convenient and very nice. Not to mention, as you come out from that room instantaneously, you are going to have a very sizable toilet over here. So you can see the toilet doors are also on the wider side because they make this catered for a wheelchair-friendly environment. And if you want to do so, you can definitely put a railing as well. Okay? Now coming to the living hall, this is where things start to get interesting. Because look at this. This is very spacious. As I mentioned earlier, guys, this is 24 by 80. So actually in terms of the frontage and maybe the way it's structured, right? This particular unit over here looks super spacious for a Superlink or a terrace house or link house lah, okay? This is the common area and it brings you to your own terrace. What is a terrace? It's actually like a balcony that brings you to the log garden. So imagine if you would like to have like a little bit more airy space and you don't want to look at your car always, right? This is a new typology that I've not seen in the market as of yet lah. Okay, maybe that's me only, but you know, who knows, right? So if you choose the Anthea Type B typology, this is going to be the layout. The kitchen area is going to be right up front where your car is going to be at, and your balcony or basically the garden view is actually situated next to your living room, which to me personally, I like this design a little bit better. Now this is where you're as connected to the other adjacent neighbor's property as well, but it's also where your children can actually play. In a typical terrace house setting, this is an area whereby cars can actually pass by, so it's not so safe. And this design to me, honestly, I'm loving it. Look at this. This is very thoughtful, just really promoting the healthy living concept lah. Why do I call this the healthy living concept? Is because there's a gym within the compound itself, and just adjacent to the development is a 6.3 acre linear park. As we are walking up from ground floor to the first floor, look at this floor to ceiling window, allowing ample of natural sunlight to seep into the unit itself. But one concern over here is that how am I going to clean that up there? Right, I will need to have like a very long mop, or we might need to get scaffolding to actually clean that, right? And of course, with every new development nowadays, right, it's going to have some sort of laminated flooring. So you can see it's actually quite nicely designed. And one thing I really like is high ceiling. And this one over here, guys, is with no exception as well. Look at this. This is super high ceiling. If you look at the top, it also allows natural air to seep in as well, because hot air goes up, cold air goes down. So science, guys. Okay, let me show you guys the second bedroom first, which has a own balcony. This is for the favorite children. Why I say so is because, guys, look at this room. It's like a master bedroom to begin with. And not to mention, right, this particular development actually comes with two balconies. One facing towards the car porch and the other one facing the garden, which I mentioned earlier on just now. So look at this. If you're staying here, and one thing I also really like is that the facade panels that they are included by the developer, look at this now, guys. Whoa, okay. So this is actually very nice because more natural air and natural sunlight can actually come in. And this is actually added to actually prevent sun glare, one part, and the other part is also for privacy. So look at this. This is just beautiful. And look at this balcony area, it's massive. I love this design. And when you come back into the room itself, you notice that every single unit over here comes with its own ensuite bathroom. And look at this, guys, massive. Whew. Look at this space. Oh, I love the tiles as well. Selection of tiles are not your normal ones. They have a little bit of a gradient design and also a little bit on the rougher side, just to ensure safety of the residents. So now this is the room for the favorite kid because it's very spacious and it has its own balcony. Then this is for the second child, like me. Smaller room, don't have balcony, no natural sunlight. Kidding. Still got natural sunlight that comes from the passageway of this area. So the facade, smart enough to actually have this, a little bit of natural sunlight, but in terms of space-wise, it's also okay. And as mentioned, it also will come with its own ensuite bathroom. Clearly not as nice as the first room that we saw just now, but it is what it is. So let me show you guys the master bedroom. This one, chef kiss. And the reason why I say so is just look at this space. First of all, very, very big. You can have your built-in cabinets on this side and basically have a little bit of a powder room to do your makeup and whatnot. And more importantly is this view over here. Now, obviously, this is the showroom, so clearly you're not going to see something very nice. But in the future, when the development is up and ready, you will see the garden where I was at just now as well. Two balconies in a landed property. I think only IJM has pulled it off as of now. I mean, as of my knowledge. And you can see it's a similar design where you can also do this. Wow, nice I'm loving this facade design. Now on the sales kit, it says that this one over here is the master bedroom, and I believe them. Why? Because if you look at the toilet, right, the selection of tiles is also much more different. As you can see, it has a bit of this gradient design as well. Oh, beautiful, no? Okay, now guys, the most beautiful part about Anthea is that you can actually walk directly to the Clubhouse, which is this area right now that we're at, because this is the showroom. You get this 2-year Clubhouse subscription absolutely for free if you buy the Anthea development. Now, as I mentioned earlier on, right, because Anthea right now is still under construction phase, but basically if you come and check out the sales kit, you will know how it actually kind of looks like. Only 180 units with a 6.3 linear park adjacent to the development. And I was also told, right, there's going to be a gym, not very sizable, but at least within the compound itself, private residents can use it. It's private for the residents to use it. And if that's not enough, then you can actually go to the club at IJM Rimbayu. And not to mention, right, Anthea is actually located among all the Rimbayu developments. The centerpiece is like kind of in the middle, right, because it's just so close to the pickleball court and the activities around the vicinity. So if you want to go to like the likes of Lotus, or you want to go makan, it's like one of the more accessible one. Because other developments in Rimbayu, you actually need to spiral your way, not spiral your way, but need to kind of make quite a few more roundabouts before you get to development, so it can become a little bit of a hassle lah. And since we are right now at the sales gallery area and also checking out all the showrooms, right? Just look at the landscaping over here. This is IJM signature kiss, man. And I just want to point out once again, right, look at that facade of the building. This is the Anthea building itself. How beautiful that is. And guys, if you live in IJM Rimbayu, right, every day you have sports to play because, you know, you have a pickleball court, you have all the facilities over here. If you want to play football also, no problem. But of course, right now in trend is pickleball, so we play pickleball lah. Now guys, obviously I'm not that great at pickleball, but you can get what I'm saying. And guys, if you want to play football, there's a massive court that was also just refurbished a while back. And I must say, at 1 PM right now, this place isn't hot at all. So you want to play paddleball, you want to play pickleball, you want to play football, all the balls you can play over here. Oi, I didn't say that right. But you get what I mean. Football, beautiful court. And guys, we are now at the Clubhouse area, which you can see where Anthea is actually at. Look at that. All the developments are basically Anthea already. So in order for you to actually fully utilize the facility over here, such as this beautiful swimming pool and the sky gym over there, all you have to do is buy the property at Anthea and you get 2 years free subscription to the membership here. Haha. This swimming pool is super massive, guys. And it also has like a badminton court, a proper gym upstairs, sauna room, basically anything that you can think of from a resort lah, essentially. And that's the reason why when you look at the entire place, there's also coconut trees and pine trees, coconut trees around, just to kind of give you that kind of Balinese vibe. And after hot days of work or after exercise, you want to grab lunch real quick, instantaneously can get it within the facility itself. After checking out the entire development over here at IJM Rimbayu's Anthea, I got to say that this particular typology is very unique and it's something that I've not seen in the market as of now. So having been situated in the centerpiece of Rimbayu, I got to say this one is looking very interesting. And since the starting price is about 1.2-ish million or 1.3, I need to check with the sales team, it's actually rather affordable for a landed property in a very developed part of town. So if you guys like contents like such, make sure to like, subscribe and follow for more. We'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.